The expropriation of land without compensation is a proposed amendment to the South African Constitution by two political parties, the first being the EFF and the second being the ANC. In order to understand why this is being proposed in the first place, you need to understand South Africa's difficult past. Many years ago, European settlers came to South Africa and engaged in warfare with indigenous people. They then proceeded to steal large swathes of land from the indigenous people, and the descendants of the European settlers then engaged in a political system known as apartheid. Apartheid was a system of institutionalized racial segregation and discrimination that existed in South Africa between 1948 and 1994. Under apartheid, many black South Africans were denied access to land as the majority of land was reserved solely for white people on the basis of race. This led to huge inequalities. So in 1994, when South Africa became a democratic country, the main objective was to turn South Africa into a non-sexist, non-racial society whereby all its citizens could share equally in the wealth of the country. But unfortunately, it failed terribly. Rampant and uncontrollable corruption, alongside with a lack of will on behalf of the beneficiaries of apartheid to sell land, rendered the movement absolutely useless. So in comes expropriation of land without compensation. It is seen as a key to fast-tracking emancipation and redistributing land evenly, and bringing about a new dawn in South Africa, whereby all citizens can share equally in the land. But before expropriation can take place, two major issues need to be addressed. The first is food security, and the second is the property market. If farmland is expropriated and given to incompetent people, then there will be no food. If homes are repossessed without compensation, then the concept of buying and selling homes will become irrelevant, and therefore the property market will crash. So unless these two issues are dealt with properly, the expropriation of land without compensation is a terrible idea.